Countering the scourge of terrorism has been on the agenda of the United Nations for decades. In the aftermath of the 11 September attacks against the United States in 2001, the Security Council unanimously adopted Resolution 1373, which for the first time established a dedicated Counter-Terrorism Committee or CTC of the Council. The CTC is assisted by an Executive Directorate or CTED, which carries out its policy decisions and conducts expert assessments of the 193 United Nations member states. By January 2021, more than 160 visits to some 100 UN member states had been conducted since CTED was declared operational 13 years earlier. A 2-day meeting of the UN Security Council Counter-Terrorism Committee in India has ended with adopting a document committing member states to prevent and combat digital forms of terror, notably using drones, social media, and online terrorist financing. India's decision to host the United Nations Security Council's Counter-Terrorism Committee or CTC is an essential marker of the government's ongoing effort to highlight terrorism issues at a time the global body has been more focused on the Ukraine war. Held in Mumbai and Delhi, it brought UN officials, ministers and diplomats from all members of the Security Council or UNSC to discuss challenges to the global counter-terrorism architecture. The non-binding document known as the Delhi Declaration on Countering the Use of New and Emerging Technologies for Terrorist Purposes was adopted in the Indian capital following a series of panels that involved member state representatives, UN officials, civil society entities, the private sector and researchers. The declaration aims to cover the main concerns surrounding the abuse of drones, social media platforms and crowdfunding and create guidelines that will help to tackle the growing issue. The Delhi Declaration lays out the foundation for the way ahead. It speaks about the importance of human rights, public-private partnership, civil society engagement, and how we are going to work together on this challenge. It also invites the CTED, which is the Secretariat for the Committee, to develop a set of guiding principles which will result from intensive thinking with all the partners. In the Delhi Declaration, member states agree that guidelines and actions should be based on international law and human rights. Members of the committee will draft recommendations to counter the terrorist exploitation of information and communications technology, such as payment technologies and fundraising methods and misuse of unmanned aerial systems. While India has only 2 months left in its current elected tenure at the UNSC, the government appears to be making efforts to keep up the momentum from the CTC meet. It will host an international No Money for Terror conference from November 18 to 19 and a UNSC special briefing on challenges to global counter-terrorism efforts during December 15 to 16.